What's up guys, Blade Master here. Welcome to Overwatch. I got access to the open beta a couple of days ago and decided to give this game a whirl, and it's a lot of fun. I've been particularly impressed with this one character called Genji that I'm going to be playing here in the map of Hanamura, and I'll be showing you guys a couple of cool things with this character that I perform in this match. I haven't played too many games with in this game at all, but hopefully there's something entertaining for you guys. So one of the main things about this character is his incredible mobility. He can run up a wall, and he has something called a shadow strike, which is this, where he cuts down enemy opponents while moving through them. And he also has the blade reflect there, which didn't really work because I had like 3 enemies on me. Just got gangbanged by like 3 different dudes. But what it does is reflect enemy projectiles onto the enemies for a couple of seconds, which makes it incredibly cool. I'm going to show you guys now a clip of that in complete action against a character called the Bastion, which is basically a tower. So first I go ahead and use Shadow Strike to go through the hole, and then use Blade Reflect to completely destroy the tower by reflecting all of its bullets back onto it. And it's just a perfect way to kill towers like that. And then I use Shadow Strike to kill off an enemy Genji, trying to get to the capture point over there. It's a pretty standard capture point type of game, and I get eliminated by a sniper. The snipers in this game are quite powerful, and especially capping them near capture points like this is going to give you a lot of points as a sniper, and it's going to make you a pain in the ass for everyone else. So the Genji is termed as a pretty difficult character to master, and I think that's because of his heavy reliance on his special abilities. His primary weapon, as you can see here, is the Shuriken, and that's just 3 ninja stars that you get to throw, and it doesn't really do too much damage. It requires 3 or 4 shots to finally kill an opponent, and I managed to kill that huge looking dude finally by using Blade Reflect as well. So yeah, before I finally died near the capture point. The thing is, he's pretty special abilities heavy, and his special abilities do have quite a nasty cooldown, especially the Shadow Strike. And the Shadow Strike is so very important for him, as you can see, just killed one, I think an archer right there, using Shadow Strike. It's very important if you want to master this character, perfectly. But on the other hand, it has something like a 6 to 8 second cooldown, which is a massive bitch when you're like going one-on-one against a similar character. Another really cool thing about Shadow Strike is that it inflicts bleed damage. So that's not the best thing in the world. I mean, it inflicts damage over time, basically. That's what bleed means. But as you can see here, I inflict Shadow Strike on someone else, and then he dies, and it immediately recharges. So basically, if you happen to kill someone with Shadow Strike, and he bleeds out before Shadow Strike recharges, then you get a free recharge. So usually Shadow Strike would take like 8 seconds to recharge, but if you manage to kill an opponent using Shadow Strike, basically you'll be granted a free recharge after that. So an immediate one right after the opponent dies, which can be really useful if you want to do like multi-kill combos. Genji is 100% the type of character to do like a bunch of kills and get like a bunch of eliminations. As you can see there, I had like I had the gold medal for 6 eliminations, which isn't the greatest, but I mean, it just goes to show that he's a very attack heavy character. I think the trouble that I have been facing, and most people have been facing, will be shown over here in this like little segment. I killed the archer there with my shuriken, and the shuriken is not very strong. It's only 3, it's not nearly the strongest primary weapon in the game. So I use Shadow Strike on the sniper over here, and I keep trying to fling my shuriken. It's just not hitting the bitch, and I use like 5 of them, and finally manage to kill her with a Shadow Strike. So it's 100% not the best primary weapon. It's pretty effective at long. It's decently effective at mid range, but it's not something that you'd want to rely on. In basically, Genji is sort of like a character that you have to use like 50-50 reliant on special abilities and the primary weapon. Whereas for other characters with better, like an assault rifle or a rocket launcher in terms of Farah, you don't really have to do that. Whereas whereas with Genji, not only do you have to make use of his incredible mobility, which it's a huge advantage, but it's also something that requires a lot of skill and like takes some practice to do so. And yeah, you can see I'm using Blade Reflect here, and I use my ultimate ability to finally kill off this archer right here. Kill off the second one, I believe that's a sniper, and then kill off the second archer. So it's excellent for a double kill before I die. So yeah, Genji is really good for a multi-kill. The ultimate ability is him just using this badass fucking sword. And it just inflicts like 1-hit kills on anyone in melee range. So yeah, super cool ultimate ability, but Shuriken, not the best primary weapon. I think if Genji was a lion or a hunter of some sort, his favorite prey would be the Bastion. That's a Bastion right there. It turns into its little Gatling cannon. I completely destroyed, and that was such a badass move from me. I gotta brag, but that was just so awesome. Like when you use Shadow Strike to get right next to the Bastion, and then pop in Blade Deflect, and just everything that it hits goes point blank right onto it and then kill off the enemy that way. It's the most satisfying way to kill off an enemy. So it's on to more tank killing duty here. There's another Bastion that I move straight through and then just use shurikens to pepper it to death. Not the most satisfying weapon, the shuriken, but here is using combination of shadow strike and jump to just move over obstacles that other people wouldn't find. And wow, that's the Reaper's ultimate ability. He completely wasted that on me. The Reaper's ultimate ability is something that inflicts a large amount of damage across. He just rotates and like keeps firing all of his weapons. So all of his enemies close to him will get a lot of damage. So using that on just one solitary Genji like me, shitty Genji like me, is definitely not the best idea. And here you can see more of the shuriken being like a complete waste. It takes so much effort to just kill off one guy, one Reaper. It took me like four like shots and I got into like half health. So yeah, it's not the best, and there I get eliminated by someone else. So that's about it for Genji, guys. He's a tricky character with a tricky ultimate weapon, and he definitely works better on some maps than others. But he is so much fun to play. We lost this match, but I did manage to get the epic card because I got like a bunch of kills through deflections, which I guess everyone likes to see. So yeah, if you guys want to see more Overwatch gameplay, let me know, and I shall try and bring it to you guys after a month, basically. Until next time, guys, peace.